What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm back with another video, and today I will be talking about boxing, and I will be talking about no other than Fight Night. Yes, Fight Night. All the fans, they've been talking about it. We need a new boxing game. It's been, what, 7 years, 7 years since the last one, which was Fight Night Champion. Now, EA Sports, they the ones that make Fight Night. But right now, they making UFC. They have made 3 of them, and the rumors, from what I've been hearing, they say that they've been working on another boxing game, which will be Fight Night. They're working on it. They're in the early productions of the game. Now, I think EA could have made a lot more money by making a boxing game. Now, I understand they want to make a UFC game because it's their first time making UFC games, but they could have made so much money by making a boxing game within the last year or so. I'm going to explain how they could have made so much more money. They could have easily made Mayweather versus McGregor boxing game. They could have made that, but they wanted to just focus on UFC. Now, I know Mayweather got his own boxing game that they're working on now. I doubt it be a high quality boxing game or whatever because it's going to be a new entry. But it is what it is with that. I don't think it's going to be that great of a boxing game. Just from experience of playing video games, I don't think it's going to be that great. Especially if it ain't 2K or EA making it, it's going to be kind of iffy for me at least. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like EA Sports, if they would have made a Mayweather McGregor boxing game, and I know Mayweather wants a lot of money, but they could have paid him some good amount of money. And I'm guaranteed this game would have sold out crazy. With Mayweather and McGregor on the cover, it would have been crazy. It would have had UFC and boxing. They could have mixed it up, but they kind of messed their opportunity up. That would have been a great idea. It would have been a boxing game though, but they could have had McGregor on there and probably some other UFC fighters as well in this boxing game. But it would have sold crazy. I know it would have, with Mayweather and McGregor on that cover. It would have been crazy. But EA, they wanted to stick to the UFC games. I mean, that's what they want to do. That's cool. But this whole Fight Night thing, man, I really hope, from what I hear, they said they working on it, I hope it's going to be good. Now, the first round one was this Fight Night with Roy Jones on the cover. That was the first one I had. I had all of them, The first one was very good. The second one, they kind of switched it up with a little bit. They put Bernard Hopkins on the cover. They kind of switched it up, the little mechanics a little bit. The third one, that's when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came out. So those graphics was crazy at that time. And, I love that game. Round 4 came out. And Round 4 is probably my favorite one. And I'll explain that. But Round 4, they had Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali on the cover. And they had great boxing mechanics, great technique. I love Round 4. Champion, probably to this day, is the best one they put out far as boxing animations and graphics. Champion is up there. Now, the reason I like Round 4 better is because Champion, even though it has the better graphics, the better boxing animations, it has perfect block. It has perfect block, and it has a bad stamina system that they changed from Round 4. Now, even though you can throw the punches look better, you can throw them better. In Round 4, it wasn't a perfect block. Whereas I can mix up my attack. I can mix my attack and go upstairs, go downstairs. I wouldn't have to worry about my opponent hitting one block button and it's a perfect block. That makes no sense at all. At all. That does not make any sense to have a boxing game with perfect block. You need to have block from the upstairs, block for the body. It shouldn't be one button and you just block. You automatically block. It shouldn't be like that. And that's how all the old Fight Nights were. You had to protect the upstairs and protect the downstairs. That's how it should have stayed. I think if they would have did that with Champion, it would have been my favorite. But Round 4, I play Round 4 the most because you can mix your attack up. Whereas in Champion, you fight an opponent and they just push the block button. It's just like you're making it easier for them. You're making it way easier for them. Even though a Champion had the better mechanics and animations, I still preferred Round 4 because I can mix my attack up better. I can break you down better. The stamina system, in my opinion, was better. That's just my opinion. Some people love Champion. A lot of people for real love Champion. They love it. You know, I love Champion too. It was a good game, man. I mean, the graphics was way better. You can create everybody, and everybody looked just like the people you created. It was crazy, but like I said, I love Round 4. When I was playing it, I think I was in the top 200 in the world when I was playing it. I had it on PS3, but I love that game. But overall, man, I hope EA is working on a new Fight Night, and I hope it does not have perfect block. They need to have 2 blocks, and that's for the upstairs and another one for the body. It should not be a perfect block at all, and I hope it ain't stiff, because they have a tendency of making shit stiff. That's what EA does. They made this new UFC 3, and I swear to you, it's so stiff. Like, the movements is very stiff. You can't really move loose like you used to. Like, if you play the first UFC and you play UFC 3, you can tell the difference completely. Because in the first UFC, you can move around way better. Whereas in UFC 3, you feel like more of like a robot, like your body is stuck to the ground. I think they need to go back and make it more elusive and get that stiffness out the game, in my opinion. But this video just for my boxing fans, my gaming fans, you know, they want Fight Night back. I seen a lot of YouTubers talking about it. Shouts out to everybody, man, that's supporting this, because we need a new Fight Night. It don't make no sense that we got to go back and play the old ones. I mean, for real, 6 to 7 years without a boxing game? That's crazy. Like, do you, like, just think about that for a second. How much money EA could have really made, even from the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. They could have made so much money on that game right there by having them both on the cover or something. Imagine the boxing game then. They didn't even have one in, and then have another one, Mayweather McGregor boxing game. Oh my God, like, the numbers would have been crazy. But it's EA, man. They stick to their plan. One thing I learned about EA Sports in general is they set out a plan, and they go with their plan. They don't change it. They don't care about the fans. They just go with one plan only. Like, for example, if they plan on making 3 UFC titles for, I don't know, 3 years, that's what they're gonna do. They don't want to just make one of them and hear the fans' feedback and go back and try to change shit. They don't do that shit unless you take money out their pockets. You know what I'm saying? They should have been made a boxing game. It shouldn't have taken this long to be making a boxing game. 6 to 7 years does not make any sense at all. They don't like changing their plans, and that's why a lot of their games, for real, has been horrible these last couple of years, because they don't want to listen to the people. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know. Do you want to see a new Fight Night? Like I say, it's time for a new one. We should have had it. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of it. But I'm going to get on out of here, man. It's your boy, Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah. Super Bowl goals. I'm at the crib of Puff. He got Kaepernick on the phone. He in a whole different mode. Angel Head 2 a.m. for being Hove, just to show him how I treat the city like my humble abode. Hey, tell me if TD Bank is a